and welcome to another modelling video. Today we're going to be using the Tamiya Weathering Master kit. It resembles a makeup pad and it's a oil-based pigment that you rub onto a surface of a model to create highlight detail. This goof is an example of me experimenting with it. I plan on using the 1:220 scale Mark II from Zeta Gundam. This is a kit that cannot come apart and is very difficult to airbrush and required a lot of masking. I'm not too fond of him, so I'm willing to use him as an experiment while using this product. I'm going to be washing him first in Citadel ink. It's an acrylic ink, and the idea or the game with weathering, the word's definition. You would have heard me talk about this during the inking tutorial. The ink highlights pretty much all the low areas and creases of the model kit, which you would refer to as lowlights. What the pastels does is highlight the edges, the very corners of the kit. This creates more of a 3D illusion and pretty much brings your model more to life. Again, the definition word. More or less, I'm just re-demonstrating how to ink a model. Since it's a very small scale, I don't mind using black, and the Citadel ink is the quickest type of ink to use. I'll also do a little bit of panel lining where the ink doesn't congest enough. Always remember, when you're applying ink, wipe very lightly with the absorbent tissue. Bit of a difference so far, not bad. The large panel in the middle and the panels on the side will be filled by a panel line marker. I find the Gundam markers don't work too well on painted surfaces, so I'm just using a standard felt tip marker. This is as far as the kit breaks down, and I'll be using a flat base. As you'd use gloss, which is the easiest to apply decals and apply a wash, the easiest finish to apply pastel weathering is matte. You're able to see how much you're putting on so you're not overdoing it, and it sticks a lot better. I'm not 100% sure behind the method of it, but this is what I've been told at a separate tutorial. We're airbrushing the matte coat right now and we're more or less finished. Once dry, I have to flip the model and do the back. Now, with the little makeup stick, it's a foam pad on a plastic base. You rub a lot of the pigment in the makeup base onto your sponge, and then you lightly swab it across the raised detail of your pieces. You want to get as many corners and edges as possible. If you feel that there's too much pastel on the actual surface, there's a brush on the other side to take it away and you can blow it. In this image now, you can see the green area is well defined and it does take a three-dimensional shape. There's various colours, so you can actually be quite creative. I'm using a light sand colour. I'm imagining this Gundam, or the Mark II, specially built for colony combat. So once you're ruffling up inside a colony with weapons and running around and thrusters, you'll probably dig up a lot of sand. So he's going to be covered in sand, and I imagine I'm going to cover the base of his feet in a darker mud colour where he'll land on the ground. Probably the same with his shield. Just again, any raised areas, you wipe this sponge off. If there's a little too much, take it back with the brush. One problem with this product is once you put this pigment on the surface, it doesn't actually harden or stay there like a paint. It's going to rub off, it's going to blow off, you're going to need to touch your models and it will just simply come off. So as soon as you put the pastel on the model, you'll have to airbrush a second coat of matte finish. Now, one slight problem I've found, and I haven't quite figured out how to get around, is when you're airbrushing on top of a pastel, the pressure of the air can blow some of the pastel effect off and lessens the effect. So What I did was I overdid the weathering a little too much, and once I airbrushed the coat on, it did look okay. This is finished. Thank you for watching, and until next time.